And now it's time for Judge Joe Brown. He's the real deal in the courtroom today.
I loaned my irresponsible brother money for a car so he can get to work, but he went on a shopping spree instead.
I had to pay off bills to get my own place before I got the car.
Pushing him out of the nest becomes a family affair. Student Chanel Fullard says she helped her brother buy a car and pay traffic fines. Defendant David Fullard says he needed the money to start a new clothing line. Now, here's Judge Joe Brown.
All right, you tell me the story.
Well, my parents decided to move last summer, and actually summer of 2005. They gave everybody, I was the only one that was on my own already. You know, I have 3 kids, I'm the oldest. My sister's in law school, my other sister's graduating in May. David is actually the only one out of us 4 who is not doing anything with his life.
Okay, now when did you make this loan to him?
Well, I made him 2 loans. The first loan was in July for $200. He said he needed that money to get a license.
That was to restore his license, driving privileges?
I thought it was to restore his license, but apparently he never actually had a license. He had a permit. And then I found out recently on the way here that he actually didn't even get his license until December.
Your sister has the floor. Now, how do we get from there to $4,700?
Okay, well, the $4,500 again, the $4,500 was made in August. Yes, he said he had found an apartment that was $750 a month, and he needed the first month's rent and a deposit, so that was $1,500. He also needed a car. The police auction was supposed to be that weekend, so I gave him the $3,000 to bid on a car. If he couldn't find a car, he was supposed to take that money and he could have put whatever was required down on a new car. So he didn't do either one. There was no car, there was no apartment, and a couple of weeks later, I'm asking him, okay, well, why haven't you gotten the apartment yet? And it was every excuse in the world. It was, oh, the lady wasn't there. Oh, it was closed by the time I got there. I finally got fed up, and I said, listen, we're going to drive over there now and hand me the envelope so we can go put down the money on your deposit for your apartment.
What happened?
My credit wasn't good.
Could you hold it a minute? I'll come back to you, promise you. No, go ahead.
Oh, again, I asked him for the envelope while we were in the car. Now, the whole time he was giving me the money.
Talking about the envelope with the money?
With the money in it, yeah. I wasn't expecting, I didn't think he used it for anything. But like I said, I asked him for the envelope and I made a comment. I said, plus I got to put gas in my car. He said he only had $10 and his account was overdrawn. So he only had $10 of my money out of the $4,500 that I gave him.
You hadn't applied none of it to the purpose. Where did you get the cash money?
The cash money was my refund from my student loan. So I used my money for school that semester, and they give you a refund.
And you have 2 twins.
I have twin girls.
And a 7-year-old.
With special needs.
Okay. What did he do with the money, if you know?
I don't know. But I do know when he moved out, he had a stack of shoes this high. He had bins full of new shirts, ties. That's new. I've never seen my brother wear the same clothes twice.
Tell me about the dog situation. I found that quite amusing.
What happened was, my parents
got sick of him.
Yeah, they got sick of him because he's obnoxious, he's disrespectful. He talks to my mother with his finger in the face. Now, it's been a year they told him they were going to move. They told him the exact date in January. David waited to the last minute. He's not saving money. He's not doing this. He gets paid the 1st and the 15th.
He worked?
Yes. And he's not saving any money. And what happened was, the day that my parents were supposed to move, they packed up. David is still in his room, laying around, not packed up. The entire house is empty. He went to work. They took all his stuff, put it in bins, set it outside, put the for sale sign, locked the door, and put the real estate lock on it. He was actually literally on the streets that day.
They took the dog,
yeah,
right?
They weren't even, they were moving to an apartment.
But not him.
Yeah, they were, the whole time, it was a situation with trying to place 2 things, David and the dog. And they couldn't take the dog because they said the apartment wouldn't take, my parents we were all grown. They want to get an apartment instead of this big house they can't afford. So they downsized, got an apartment, and they said you weren't allowed to have pets unless you pay a pet deposit. They said, okay, we'll take the pet deposit. They have a 3-bedroom apartment. 1 belongs to my sister who's in law school, 1 belongs to my parents, and 1 belongs to the dog.
And they left him.
They left him. That's how fed up they were, because he could have went with them.
I didn't want to go.
No. Well, the dog has his own room, and they'd rather put up with the dog than put up with David.
You have a promissory note. Please pass that up to me.
And I also had David sign a living agreement when he first moved in. All that.
Now, he moved in with you. Did you have a rent agreement?
Yes.
What
He's
was
supposed
that?
to pay me $200 a month, 1/2 of the rent, and 1/2 of the utilities, All I asked him to do was please go ahead and pay $200 a month, because the purpose was not to take his money. The purpose was for him to get on his feet so he can get a job and get out of my house. That was the purpose. I don't have no room in my house. My daughters have one room, my son has another. He was put out actually in my son's room. My son, you can't stay in my room anymore because, you know, you're obnoxious. He was rude, he would yell, he would scream at my kids. And on the living agreement, I specifically said for you not to aggravate and irritate my kids. That's on the living agreement. He can't even follow that. He's just, he made it a purpose to eat me out of house and home. He would sit there with a gallon of milk, he'll pour it, drink it, pour it, drink it, pour it, drink it, until his belly cannot hold any more food.
That's a lie.
No.
What happened with the job he had? What was he doing?
She wanted me to get a second job.
I wanted to get a second job because, like I said...
What was the first one?
He was working at the Y as a fitness guru or something.
Why?
I don't know. He's not making enough money to sustain his stuff. At the YMCA.
That's where he says he still works.
He is not giving him enough hours. My point was if he was going to work at the YMCA, he could work there, but he needs more hours because he's not saving up enough money to get an apartment.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
When she gave me the money, I used it to pay off the fees for the DMV and pay back the courts because I got in trouble.
Well, how much did you have to pay them?
I had to pay $1,200 for reimbursement.
$1,200? What was the problem?
I got in trouble confiscating items.
You got a little drug problem?
No, it wasn't no drug problem. It was...
But what did they confiscate?
I confiscated some things.
You confiscated some things?
Yeah.
What did the authorities confiscate?
They took my license away because I used my car, or my friend's car and stuff, and they took it away because I didn't pay the
Wait, explain that.
I got caught with theft.
What? Theft?
Yeah.
So
that's not DMV. That problem is criminal court.
This last time that he was, because this is several times, he actually walked into the store, snatched it, first rack he saw, jumped it in the car and drove off.
What?
Polo, off Lauren.
He walked into the store, he grabbed the men's rack.
He's boosting?
Put it in the car and drove off.
What are you trying to do,
and
boost?
That's what they were doing. And the bad
thing is, what is your problem?
They were caught because the security guard, David has been in trouble his whole time in school. So the security guard at the store was the security guard in school, so they knew exactly who he was. And this has been going on. My parents actually left him, when he was locked up that last time, my parents left him there. They said, well, at least he has a place to stay tonight. And they hung up the phone.
Yeah, he might prosper from there, or he might get to liking it.
I don't do it no more. I learned my lesson.
Like to go to jail. Doesn't want a car, doesn't want an apartment.
I got my car now.
What is your problem?
I don't have a problem. It's all paid for. It's behind me. It's the
Yeah, your parents paid for it. You bamboozled them. What about her?
I mean, it was her student loan money. It ain't like she saved up for it.
We'll be right back with Judge Joe Brown.
Your Honor, he was in school, he went to NSU, and he had to be the only racist in NSU.
And every room you walk in is BET.
And what's your point?
I don't like it. It wasn't diverse for me.
And later today...
It takes a lot of weight to break a bumper like that.
Yeah, basically he just ran right up on it, got up on the hood, and did a little dance and slid right down the back.
It's Joe time after this.
Last fall, I moved into our dream house, and my allergies acted up. I tried to cover everything. I even took down my curtains. I don't recommend it. My doctor said that I developed new allergies. Where? My basement? Who knows what's down there?
Are your allergy symptoms worse than before? You may have developed new allergies. That's why it's important to discuss all your symptoms with your doctor. He may prescribe an allergy medicine like Zyrtec. He may also suggest simple changes like using a dehumidifier. Zyrtec is the #1 prescribed allergy medicine in the U.S. Ask your doctor if Zyrtec is right for you. It's approved to treat both indoor and outdoor allergies and even treats itching due to chronic hives. Zyrtec's most common side effects in adults include drowsiness, tiredness, and dry mouth. Lots of allergies, just one Zyrtec.
Olay Age-Defying Body Wash fights the look of body aging with a moisturizing formula with Vita-niacin. Keep time off your body with Olay Age-Defying Body Wash.
As technology advances, the world is booming with new challenges, but also with new opportunities. The field of criminal justice has benefited from many advances in technology, and new jobs are emerging. The new ITT Tech School of Criminal Justice. At ITT Tech, you can now earn a bachelor's in criminal justice. We teach the fundamentals of the criminal justice system and can help you develop the skills to respond to and prevent crime. The world of opportunities is yours to explore. At ITT Tech, we know that while technology presents new and exciting possibilities every day, it's the people behind it who matter most. ITT Technical Institute School of Criminal Justice, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-488-3595 or visit us on the web.
We're back with Judge Joe Brown. The defendant in this case says he was in trouble with the law for stealing and needed to use his sister's money to stay out of jail. He admits to taking cash from the plaintiff, but says she didn't save it up. It was just student loan money. Let's take a look.
One of your other sisters is an attorney at law. Somebody else is doing something, and you're flat broke, busted, no gig, busted for thievery. You aren't now?
Your Honor, he was in school. He went to NSU, and he had to be the only racist in NSU. It's a black school. He would go in there, he would sit there and say little smart things to the other black.
They play BET like all day. I don't like that.
He's a racist.
They'd play what?
All day. In every room you walk in is BET.
And what's your point?
I don't like it. It wasn't diverse for me. I wanted to drop out, so that's what I did.
What do you want to do?
I want to do music and design.
Rap.
Yeah.
What are you good for?
I'm good for being me.
How many brothers do you have?
I'm the only one.
That one?
I have a half-brother, but he's doing better than him. And like I said...
He's like 5, man. Come on. Are you serious?
5.
And David, I'm gonna tell you, Your Honor, David, he's a math genius. He could have been a teacher. He could have been anything. He
No,
wanted to
he's
be a
not.
teacher.
He's going to turn his skills or aptitudes into getting himself in a federal penitentiary.
I'm not going to the
running
penitentiary.
some sort of embezzlement fraud game. They usually wind up that way. So you don't have a job?
I have a job.
That's not a job. Part-time working in the Y.
That's what I was trying to tell him, that the YMCA was a part-time job. He needed to get a full-time job because nobody's going to give him an apartment anyway because he needs to make 3 times the rent. That's
You
the only
can
thing I
change
was
your
trying to
pay
tell him.
stubs.
No, you don't change your pay stubs. You get 3 times the rent to get in a place to stay. And then when he moved out, and there's another thing. My mother bought my son a PlayStation system, like one of those PlayStation systems.
She didn't buy it.
He mentioned
My
that.
mother bought
See,
the
you
PlayStation
did all
too.
of this because he took the PlayStation.
No, because he owed me money and he took the PlayStation. Because he took the PlayStation and pawned it and bought a GameCube. And then my son, again, he has...
You notice what's interesting here? He needs a job, and his paramount concern is a distracting game.
Because I was living in her house and it was boring.
Maybe, you ought to disown him. He doesn't
disown
exist anymore.
Man, she loves me. She does. Look at her.
You get your $4,700 in your cost.
The defendant's not just taking the easy path, he's taking from everyone around him to avoid doing anything. The judge lets him know it's nothing a little out on your own time can't solve. Judgment for the plaintiff. Now, on to the next case. Please raise your right hand. Stripper Michelle Nicolay is suing a strip club customer for damages to her vehicle. Defendant Joshua Richtick says he has no memory of doing anything to her car.
Now, tell me your story.
I've been at work, working, and I noticed a gentleman running around all drunk with a bright yellow button that a neighboring bar hands out on your birthday, to celebrate your birthday, and it glows in the dark. And him and his friends were all drunk, having a good time. No incidences within the club. But later on, when I left work to get in my car, I got in my car and I noticed there was a big handprint and a smudge down the back window. Well, I'm like, how would that get there? So I got out of my car and looked around, and I found dents on the hood, dents on the roof, and a footprint on my bumper. So he had jumped on my bumper. So I went back into the club and said, is there video? Is there
I guess
surveillance?
what happens is your vehicle decided to pursue a second career as a trampoline. Did you view the video?
Absolutely. We sat down and watched the video.
What did you observe?
We observed a gentleman with a bright glowing birthday button that's very distinctive in the neighborhood, jumping on the vehicle.
Up and down.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's your, come on. You're a witness? All right,
She
what
saw
do you
the
know
video,
about this?
Judge Joe
You
Brown.
saw the video.
Yeah, basically he just ran right up on it, got up on the hood, and did a little dance and slid right down the back. And there he went on his way.
Jump back up a few times, whatever. Interesting. Did you get an estimate relative to the repair of the damages?
Absolutely.
All right, let's see the estimate, please. Miss Sonia, would you be so kind? While you're over there, are there any photos you have, anything?
Yes, I do. This is all different damages. Arrows
All
are
right.
indicating where the damage is.
We got this loaded up. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at this. That's the estimate. $1,865.03. All right. Now you have arrows pointing to the dents. Keep going.
That's the cracked paint on the bumper.
Keep going.
And the hood's actually all warped out of place, and that's lifted on one corner and such from his weight.
All right. Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
It takes a lot of weight to break a bumper like that, to put a lot of damage into
How much
a bumper.
do you weigh?
The bumper's not even broken, as the paint is cracked. The
paint's
bumper's
cracked.
not broken.
Okay.
So the
How
bumper
much
doesn't
you
need to
weigh?
be replaced.
200 pounds.
We'll be back with more Judge Joe Brown in a moment.
And then he begged me not to press vandalism charges on him.
All
That's
that
why I don't
says
have a
we don't
police
need to go
report.
we don't need to go to court over this. I'll pay you your money you want.
Well, have you paid her money
Not, otherwise we wouldn't.
I
for the
paid her
damage?
$100 so far.
$100.
$50. I got $50.
$50.
And one day
He's a big spender.
Closed captioning sponsored by...
Want thousands in cash by tomorrow based on trusting you without you putting up security, just your signature? Then make the cash call to 877-860-CASH.
Tomorrow on Judge Joe Brown. He says she's like Goldilocks.
What if I get the keys to your house and I stay in your house and eat up all your food and go in the refrigerator? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's not a crime?
All new Joe.
Plug into Glade Scented Oil Fan. Because when you fan the fragrance, you fill the room. I smell it here.
I smell it here.
I smell it here too. Plug it in, plug it in. While some fresheners seem strong just around the outlet, Glade Plug-in's unique fan fills the whole room with freshness.
Freshness in the air, freshness everywhere. Plug it in, plug it in.
Glade Plug-in Scented Oil Fan. Fan the fragrance, fill the room. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Balanced news coverage. It's what you've come to expect from Fox 11 News. From the Green Bay sex offender ordinance to plans for a new Outagamie County jail and debate over use of the Peshtigo River State Forest. Multiple views. That's our commitment to you.
We won't stop working until we find all sides to every story.
Fox 11, your station for balanced news coverage.
Need a car, but credit's a problem? Broadway Auto Credit can solve it. No down payment, no hassle, no problems. And we'll take just about anything in trade. Broadway Auto Credit gets you on the road. 7th Street, Green Bay.
Go Minis presents 4 easy steps to hassle-free moving and storage. Step 1, call Go Minis and choose the right size Go Mini for you. Step 2, Go Minis delivers your Go Mini to your home. Step 3, load your Go Mini. Hey, take your time. You've got 30 days or longer. Step 4, Go Minis picks up your Go Mini to move it or store it. Whatever works best for you. Go Minis gives you hassle-free moving or storage in 4 easy steps. So when you gotta go, Go Minis.
Everything starts with a good night's sleep at Van Breedy's.
It's the Serta truckload sale. Honk, honk.
Let's make sure everybody has a great mattress.
How's this? Sertapedic queen sets, $2.99.
Wow.
Special purchase, perfect sleeper plush queen set, $4.99.
How about this? Pay nothing until 2008.
Hundreds of sets have just arrived. They price them right and they move them out.
Truckloads of Sertas and they're on sale.
Van Breedy's, why shop anywhere else?
No credit? No problem. Broadway Auto Credit Gold gets you behind the wheel of a dependable car. No money down? Not a problem. We'll give you $1,000 in trade for whatever you're driving now. Only at Broadway Auto Credit Gold, Green Bay.
Eddie Murphy.
Don't panic, because they're like animals. They can smell fear.
Daddy Daycare. A special Friday movie starting at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
We're back with Judge Joe Brown. The plaintiff in this case says she was leaving her job as an exotic dancer when she found dents all over her car. She claims surveillance video shows the defendant drunk and slap-happy breakdancing on her car. She knew it was him from the giant glow-in-the-dark birthday badge he wore all night long. Let's take a look.
What do you remember about these events?
What happened was I went out for my birthday, went to a different couple bars. My buddy was getting a lap dance from one of her employees, and we were outside.
Yes.
And we
ran out of
We were
funds.
outside because there was the last dance he was getting, and we walked outside.
He ran out of money.
Yeah, his truck was broke. His truck wasn't broke. His truck was locked, so we're standing outside, and I guess
You don't remember that much. You said I don't remember that much. I remember walking out.
Doing a break dance.
He decided he was a ballerina.
Ballerina?
Yeah.
Maybe if you have a ladies' night, you can recruit him for services. There's a plaintiff continued to harass me and kept raising the amount of money I owed for each time we spoke. Finally, the total came to $2,000. I think the plaintiff was trying to scam me.
Judge Brown?
Yes, sir.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I think the reason why that the amount kept raising was because she kept getting different estimates.
I remember. We had a cop come. We had a cop come. She reported it to the Weston PD. The cop came. We looked over the car, me and the cop. We went into her place of employment. We talked about it. We agreed on
the night in question?
Huh?
Night in question?
The night in question. And
there's an awful lot of conversations with somebody that most probably would have been arrested for public drunk.
It was actually a few days later because I had to get his information.
She didn't get to me until like the 10th.
Oh, she had to find you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to find out who he was and then contact the officer, and the officer contacted him. The officer contacted him and then finally arranged a meeting. And then he begged me not to press vandalism charges on him. That's why I don't have a police report.
We don't need to go to court over this. I'll pay you your money you want.
Well, have you paid her money?
Not, otherwise we wouldn't.
For the damage?
$100 so far.
$100?
$50. I got $50. And one day
He's a big spender.
One day he goes, well, I can bring you $20.
She gets that on a good lap dance. She doesn't need that. That isn't going to take care of the damages to the car.
She's in her place of employment. She can make that in a night.
Yeah, she
Make
can.
that in like 5 minutes.
That's her earnings. What's that got to do with you? She doesn't even know you.
Easy work.
Well, it's all right. Easy work. You unemployed. Why don't you go to work so you can do some easy work to pay her?
Judge Brown, I hang drywall.
These days.
I wouldn't be
Well, you're not hanging drywall now?
Begging for $100 a week.
Yeah,
I said he could bring $100 a week.
I'm begging you, yep.
Yeah, he begged me not to call the police, not to call the police again.
And I flew all the way out here for this.
So he couldn't get thrown in jail. He didn't want anything on his record.
I'm begging.
Poor baby.
That's what it was. Begging.
Yeah.
She had to get you all the way out here to get her money.
Yeah.
Because you ain't paying.
There's a courthouse right down my street.
She filed.
But Judge Joe Brown ain't there.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
In this case, is also a misdemeanor in the state. You could have gotten jacked up, put on probation. That would have been very inconvenient. Yeah.
I got a record, so what?
Yeah.
What does my record have to do with scratching the car?
Probation, parole?
No.
You on probation?
No.
Parole?
No.
What's your record?
Just a couple underage drinkings and...
underage drinkings.
Smoke.
A little herb, spice, dead to the
What's
whole
a little
thing?
herb? Whoopee.
Judge Joe Brown makes his ruling after this.
You've been injured on the job. You're in pain and still can't work. Your doctor says you have a disability, but the checks from the insurance company have suddenly stopped. Why? Call DeRenzo and Beaumier's experienced workers' compensation attorneys. For the past 50 years, they've successfully taken on the insurance companies and gotten hundreds of people just like you the results they deserve. Rest assured, DeRenzo and Beaumier will be with you today and every step of the way.
Quality. Choose from America's most trusted furniture brands. Affordable. Our custom designed sofas start at $5.99. 100% leather Barcalonger recliner for $4.98. This casual pub set is just $5.59. Or this elegant 7-piece set is only $14.98. Entertainment centers to fit your new widescreen TV. This cherry finish queen bed is just $3.99. Pay no interest and no payments till 2008. At Wen's Home Furniture, where quality is affordable.
I'm Todd Hoza, accountant and manager for Rock Band Beans and Frank. I left the phone company for Time Warner Cable. Pay fewer fees. Got digital phone service. Lets me get them out of town fast. Have high-speed internet, plus cable to scope the latest music videos.
Billy, Dino, Destiny, yo kids, time for bed!
Switch now to all the best and get 3 great services on one bill. And say goodbye to satellite, dial-up, and the phone company. Get all the best, starting at $99.95 per month for 12 months. Call today or visit us at Fox River Mall. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pete Haley. Life can be tough on your teeth. Accidents, injuries, and decay can leave you with an unattractive smile. That's why North Star Dental Group has become a leader in dental implants. We offer you implants to replace missing teeth and fill unsightly gaps. Implants can replace those uncomfortable partials and provide an anchor for loose-fitting dentures. You won't believe what dental implants can do for your smile.
Dr. Pete Haley and the North Star Dental Group, promising to treat you and your family number one. Call today for a free no-charge consultation.
No credit, no problem. Broadway Auto Credit Gold gets you behind the wheel of a dependable car. No money down, no hassles. We'll give you $1,000 in trade for whatever you're driving now. Drive an 04 Ford Ranger, just $68 a week. Drive an 03 Dodge Caravan, just $41 a week. $1,000 minimum trade. There's a great selection of late model used vehicles, some with factory warranty. Formerly Van Boxtel Auto Credit Gold, now Broadway Auto Credit Gold, 7th Street, Green Bay.
Betrayed by a friend or family member and now it's costing you? Call 1-877-JOE'S-LAW or visit JudgeJoeBrown.com.
Clear case of vandalism. So I'm going to give you what you're requesting. I'm going to make it 500 over for the punitive because he doesn't seem to get the idea. So what do we get here? 1865. Okay, we do 500 over that. That's simple. You're going to enjoy that. Now, this is for your own benefit.
Thank you, Judge Joe Brown. Maybe the defendant in this case was inspired. And though he didn't have a stage for his birthday dance, he was the star of his own surveillance video. So he will pay the plaintiff. And we'll be right back.
Monday on Judge Joe Brown. He says she's like Goldilocks.
What if I get the keys to your house and I stay in your house and eat up all your food and go in the refrigerator? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's not a crime?
All new Joe.
Treasure! Stuffed French toast treasures at IHOP. Delectable cherry vanilla, banana with caramel sauce, or scrumptious strawberry. Come hungry, leave happy.
Tired of wasting time at a dead-end job? Take charge and find out what you're good at. Take the free personality test at 14goedconnect.com. It's free at 14goedconnect.com. Go to 14goedconnect.com and we'll match your aptitude profile to the best online schools for free. Log on now and get connected to the best schools. Go to 14goedconnect.com.
Hey, Doug, you hungry?
Silence nighttime cravings with the new Dexatrim Max Evening Appetite Control. Helps block cravings without stimulants so you can lose weight. Say goodnight to nighttime eating.
We're back. The defendant seemed to think that because the plaintiff makes a good living that he should get to slide on his responsibility. He was caught, and fortunately for him, the plaintiff tried to work with him for payments. Now he's forced into it. For information on future cases, check out our website at JudgeJoeBrown.com.
Hi, I'm Shelley with LoanMax Title Loans. Short on cash? With a title to your car, LoanMax Title Loans can loan you cash based on the value of your vehicle. It's simple. In about 20 minutes or less, our friendly staff can get you the cash you need. There's no credit check, plus you keep your car or truck.
Thanks for coming in. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
For a location near you, call 1-877-511-CASH. Visit us today and get 30 days interest-free with no payment for 60 days.
Have you ever asked, what can I do to make my life better? Visit the world-class showroom at Waters and find out. Whether looking to build or remodel, Waters experts will provide one-on-one personal attention. Waters is your complete source, specializing in design consulting, kitchen and bath makeovers, plumbing and electrical. You'll find the newest products and ideas. It's your home. Ask for Waters, making lives better. Discover Door County's original winery. All of our wines are produced on-site using fruits and grapes that capture the flavor of Door County. Door Peninsula Winery offers guided tours daily and free samples from more than 50 wine varieties. Savor a glass with your meal at the Vineyard Restaurant and Wine Bar. You can also find our award-winning wines at your local retailer or online. Door Peninsula Winery. Watch us capture the flavor of Door County.
Rely on Fox 11's chief meteorologist, Patrick Powell, for severe weather coverage.
And now it's time for Judge Joe Brown. He's the real deal in the courtroom today.
My neighbor and her friend need to pay me. It's their fault my car got wrecked.
I didn't do nothing to her car. She's crazy.
A jealous love takes drunken revenge. Waitress Vandy Lucero is suing her neighbor and the neighbor's friend for damages to her car. Defendants Justin Stark and Crystal Lizek say it was Justin's drunken friend